Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some more City Skylines here in our beautiful snowy city. Last episode, towards the end, we purchased a brand new plot of land over here, allowing us to build on the right hand side of this tiny little island here. And just before this episode started, we actually passed 6,000 in population, which means we can actually go ahead and buy yet another tile if we so wish. And I think we should go ahead and buy this one. Does cost 9,000, makes it a little bit expensive, but it allows us to build fully on this island over here. At 6,000, we also unlock a bunch of other stuff, including high-density commercial and residential, as well as the ability to build offices. Now, at the end of last episode, I said that I was going to use this area over here for a bunch of high-density residential. I don't think I'm going to do that. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a brand new district for this area over here, and I'm going to make it this one, the Leisure Specialization District. First of all, we have to actually go ahead and make a big district here, and basically, it's going to be like a party zone. It's going to be loud, it's going to be full of like hotels and just places for people to do all kinds of stuff. We hover over here. It says district specialized in leisure activities, have a more vibrant nightlife and more options for daytime relaxation as well. So we're going to go ahead and make this a leisure specialization and basically put like a bunch of shops down there. Some of those will turn into like hotels, some will turn into like clubs and all kinds of cool stuff. And basically we're going to put it out here as its own private island, so it doesn't disturb all of our residents of these lovely little suburbs over here, but also so it's kind of like a little bit exclusive, you know. It's a nice little island over here. I think that could be kind of cool. Also, before we do that, though, I do want to work a little bit on some of the demand that we've got right now. So what I'm thinking is in this area, we're going to put a little bit of high-density residential, but then within that high-density residential, I'm going to put a little bit of office space. That does kind of go against what we've done so far, but I kind of want to just see how that will work out. Before we hit play again, we should probably look into giving these guys some water, and eventually, guys, we will have everybody hooked up with the new heating pipes, but for now, our electricity is in a fairly okay position, so I feel okay having a lot of people just use electricity for heating for the time being. And also, I am very aware that my pipe layout is absolutely atrocious, but that is fine. It should work okay. And then I'm hoping that enough people will kind of build over. We're going to have to do that, aren't we? Yeah, okay, someone should build here, and hopefully that will provide power to all of these high-density residential places. Some offices are already popping up, which is good. That should hopefully quench the industrial demand just a little bit. And then we also have our new area in the middle here, which we are, of course, going to fill up with a bunch of low-density commercial. I think we're going to save the high-density commercial for the new island that we're about to work on. So for now, we'll do that. That should more than cover all of the commercial demand. And now, wait a second, do we have water there? We do not. Let me quickly do something like this. Cool. And now we're going to work on this over here. So the first thing that I want to do is kind of restructure this a little bit. We've got a lot of money. We're making 6,000 a week, which is crazy. And I want to restructure this a bit. So first of all, I don't want to have this train track here. It's annoying me. It's going to be good for us in the future, but I don't really want it going through our like specialized leisure center here, so I'm going to get rid of this in its entirety. You also notice in the bottom left there that it says demolish abandoned and demolish burned. I did reinstall one of the mods that basically destroys all of the abandoned buildings and all of the buildings on fire, so that we don't have to worry about all those guys when we're just doing kind of like general stuff. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. Eventually, we'll like reconnect it somewhere else, maybe on like one of these islands or somewhere. But it's not going to go on this little island. Instead, the little island is going to be just like this, how it is now. And now we need to kind of figure a way of getting people off of the highway and into the party zone, because I should probably like rename this, you know what I mean? It's going to become party zone. Party zone. Beautiful. Basically, this area over here, we want people to be able to get off of the highway. I'm not quite sure if I want the highway to be in the middle of this or if I want to kind of push it back and have it along the back end here. I think that might actually be a good idea, but it's so expensive getting rid of this thing. This thing on its own is pretty expensive, but you know what? We've got 200,000 big ones. I will go ahead and get rid of this thing in its entirety. I'm going to turn the sound down just a wee bit here because it's kind of crazy loud. Let me just go down to 20 there. It'll probably be fine in the video, but for me, it's like crazy loud. So let's go ahead and move this for a second. We're going to pause the game because otherwise people are going to be like complaining to no end because they cannot go on the roads. But let's get rid of all of this. Okay, so a little while later, this looks a little crazy, but I think it might just work. So I've moved the highway. I think it might be now taking up a little bit more room than it did before, but it's kind of out of the way and pushed up against the back of the island over here. And then in the middle, we have this monstrosity of a roundabout. Basically, what happens here is the normal highway kind of comes around, you know, if you're coming this way or this way, and you want to go down into the main city over here, you can just kind of go down, continue on underground through and along the main bridge. But if you would like to come off of this, and I mean, for this guy, I don't know where the heck this guy's going, he's just turning back around again. If you want to just turn around, you can do that, you can just use this roundabout to turn around, but you can also use it to come off into some of the specialization area that we're about to set up right about now. So my plan here is, first of all, to turn back the grid on here. I turn that off so I can get some, like, nice fine-tuning going with the roads here. But what I'm thinking is I want to have this kind of come along. Do I want to have that come along like this, or do I want to have it, oh, you know what, I think I might have it like this, and then have it go on a bit of an angle like this? Possibly. I think that could be pretty cool. And then we'll do like the same thing that we always do. We'll try and make it, actually, no, we'll go, first things first, we'll kind of go, we'll grab our, like, custom curve tool, because I kind of want it to follow the road along a little bit here. Like that. It's going to be a pain in the backside to actually work with when it comes to putting buildings down and stuff, but I think it might look pretty cool. So we're going to bring this around if we can, like that. This is a really weird road. We're going to bring it around and we'll hook it up to that guy there. Cool. And then what we'll do in the middle of it is the same as always. We will grab ourselves some single lane roads and we will just make some nice strips throughout the middle. And again, a little while later, we now have this other monstrosity, which I'm going to go ahead and fill with some high-density commercial, as well as, I think, a little bit of low-density commercial. So we'll put all that there, and then we'll put some low-density stuff kind of in the middle here. I realize that there is not a whole lot of demand for commercial right now, but gonna put all that there and just see how that works. I know we've got like a ton of it over here, but hopefully this will fill out nicely. If it's not looking too great, we can always put some residential over on this side and kind of shrink the district a little bit, but hopefully it works out well. It is going to require some water of some kind. I'm going to try and make it look a little bit nicer over on this side. I tend to find that my water looks, my water pipes look a little bit better when I try and follow the roads a little bit, rather than just kind of like filling in random areas. But we also end up with like stuff like this where I can't quite get to it, and you just know somebody in this building right here is going to complain that they don't have any water. So I'll do that, and that looks good for now. I don't intend to build anything on this roundabout over here, so we'll let that run like that, and then we're also going to have to give this guy some power. Now, unfortunately, we can't go under the bridge there, so it's going to have to be like across and then across again like that, which is a little ugly, but hopefully in the long run we can get rid of that and we build some more stuff over on this side, and everything should be great. Cool. Alright, so, people have just instantly flocked to this new area over here. We're up to almost 7,000 people, which is crazy. With the high-density residential is filling nicely. The offices have also filled in quite nicely as well. I will go ahead and build one more lane of, like, traditional industry over on this side. And I was thinking about it between episodes, and I think what I'm going to do with this section, because it's so big, like the square here is so big, and industrial sectors kind of cause a lot of traffic. Like you can see already, there is a lot of traffic here, and we haven't even like halfway filled this like huge square. So what I think I'm going to do is like get rid of these, like this, and then put maybe another one of these like I don't know, highway to normal road connectors, and make it so that people have to come along this road here and then come off like around here if they want to get to this half of the industrial sector. And the reason I'm doing that is just to try and lessen the amount of traffic coming like in and out of this highway and on these roads over here, and just to kind of spread it out a little bit like that. We will put a bit more industrial along the back end here, like so. The fire is automatically gone thanks to the new mods, which is awesome. And then we'll just run like a nice highway. Like, oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Like that. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So that's that. We're not going to bother with that yet because our industrial demand has just plummeted thanks to all of the stuff we just have. Also, I always forget that I actually have to hook this up to our water network. I can't just put pipes down. That's not how that works. Power shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, what the heck? Why is no one building here? Why is no one building right here? That's all it's going to take. What in the world? Okay, well, I guess let's do that then, so that everyone has some power they can use. Cool, that looks good. That looks good. All right, demand for residential is just super high. Let's put down a few more of these high-density residentials. Hopefully people will use them. I guess at that point, we don't need that line there. hopefully power will just kind of transfer through all of that, and that allows people to nicely build within this area. We might have to, yeah, see, this is what I don't like about putting pylons through places where people are going to build, because then you end up with like weird stuff like this, and it just becomes like a massive pain in the backside. But hopefully that will work out quite nicely. You know what? I'll put some more down, like here and here. I'll let people live wherever they like within that area. And also, what I think we'll do is we'll invest a little bit in the land value of some of these places. Because you can see right now, it's all red. And on the top left, you can see that the land value is, like, when it's red, it's real low. So what I think I'm going to do here is just grab, like, a few of these parks. We'll go with, like, the nice... Do you want to go with the basic one? Yeah, we'll go with the nice basic one with picnic tables. And we'll just, like, stick these down in the middle of some of these areas. That's going to make people very happy. And it's also going to increase the land value a little bit, which usually results in people, like, building the houses and upgrading them and doing all kinds of cool stuff. So we'll do that all over the place. You know, we'll put, like, a bit of maybe of a bigger park over here. We are going to get rid of some offices, but you know what? That's fine for this lovely, lovely ice park. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. These guys do, of course, need some water, so let's go and do that. And whilst I'm at it, you know what? I'm going to fill up this entire area here as well, so that next time I don't forget and just leave people out in the cold without water. Boom. Lovely. Okay, cool. So that's all done. Now, whilst we wait for this section to take off, which it might take a little while to do, because you can see kind of people are complaining about not having enough educated workers and not having enough, well, same thing, educated workers, but people are probably complaining about not having enough clothes to sell, all kinds of stuff. And so what I'm thinking here is I'm going to set up a bit of more public transport, because right now we've got our trams, which go like up and down these main two roads here of our city, but I kind of want to have some buses that kind of intertwine all of like the subsections of our city, all like the suburbs, maybe the industrial sector, maybe the party zone over here, all that kind of stuff. And so what I'm thinking is we'll go to the bus depot here, and I'll probably put down this at the top, because we've got this like little square here, which is not quite big enough to fit another one of these like commercial centers in, and instead is just like going to be our nice little area for putting transport sectors. Oh, we hit 8,000 people as well. Nice. I'll look at that in just a second. For now, let's throw you down, I guess, right about there. That is going to make a bit of noise for the commercial sector, but hopefully that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll set up a few bus routes. So I want to have like one in this area, one in this area, one in this area, one in this area, and basically they're all going to kind of like line up with the tram, and the idea being that people are going to like take the bus around a certain area, get off at the tram, use the tram, and then go back and get on buses again if they want to go to a different area. And so we kind of want them to go nicely around all of these areas. So what I'm thinking here is we'll have a bus that goes like around the center of this one. Do I want it to go like around the outside as well, or is the center like gonna be okay? I think, you know what, I think that's probably gonna be fine. We want to put a few more bus stops on there like that so people can get on at multiple stops. But we'll do something like that, and then we will actually, no, we'll change that a little bit. Let's move this stop. I kind of want them to go, I want the, yes, kind of, not quite. How do I get rid of that? I want to do that. I want the bus to go around this area, but also to go past this tram, and I want it to stop at points where people can get on the trams. Like here, they can get off the bus line, get onto the tram, and then head on either down or up, around, and to one of the other areas. Now, of course, they'll come back, you know, we'll get rid of this line, and then we'll drag it out a little bit. Don't worry, guys, I've got you. We're going to have it come around a little bit. Don't worry, it's going to drive around. That's a bit of a weird loop-to-loop that it's going to do that, but it makes the people happy, and so we're going to leave it like that. And then, you know, we'll go over to the traffic tab real quick, and I will change the color of this to, like, yellow, just so it stands out. And we'll rename this to, like, High Density Line 1. Beautiful. Don't ask me why I used caps for line and not for high density. I have no idea, but that's fine. So that's going to go out like that, and then we're going to do the exact same thing for the rest of the suburb. And boom, there we go. We've got a bit of a garbage issue going on now, but we have some excellent public transport. We've got a nice little orange line that goes around the industry sector. We've got two, a green and a black line that go through these little like suburbs over here. The orange line, or the yellow line, which goes through this new high density area, and then this purple line, which goes through the party zone over here. And then, of course, almost all of those, apart from, I guess, the party zone, are connected up by trams, so you can get on a bus, then stop off at a bus station, get on a tram, go to where you need to go. For example, if you lived over here and you want to go work in this new little area, you know, get on a bus line, hop onto the tram, get off the tram, get onto the bus, get to where you need to go, realize that your garbage hasn't been picked up, and then complain to the mayor about it. You know, it's just the way the world works. All right, we need some incinerators, so we're going to throw down 3 of them, which is expensive. That was $90,000 right there, but now that's done, we're going to tell these two to empty out, which is going to use up some of the garbage trucks, but hopefully then we can get rid of these, because right now there is quite a bit of pollution over in this area, which was what was making these people sick. And it's probably going to start making these people sick as well if it gets too bad. And maybe even affect the water as well. So I would like to get rid of these, if at all possible, so we can kind of just get rid of that pollution and try and contain it to this new area over here. That's the plan. Hopefully that works out nicely. Let's take a quick look at the roads. We have run into an issue where some of these are pretty bad, which is not great. And it seems to be, let's speed things up a little bit actually, it seems to be that the new area is causing this, like the new high-density area is causing this issue, which is not surprising, but at the same time not great. Oh, yeah, and also the garbage trucks are kind of not getting there very quickly either, which is not great. I don't know if there's a whole lot we can do about that just yet, besides maybe cut this off and have it go connect to the highway, but I don't really want to do that. I like people being able to connect up here. We could maybe do with a roundabout here instead of having this line of trams, but for now it doesn't look like it's too bad. You know, we've got a lot of red. Are these all like garbage trucks? Oh my gosh, they are. Look at all these garbage trucks that's going all over the place. Jeez. It doesn't look too bad. Hopefully it doesn't slow anything down. Of course, garbage is an issue right now, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that will go away any second now. Cool. What are you guys complaining about now? Not enough customers. Yes, I did assume that would be the case. Hopefully we can fix that. I also have no idea what the tourism specialization does. We could probably look into that as well at some point. Hopefully, oh, look at these people already abandoning their houses. That's not what we want. We want people to come and party here. This is the party zone. Yeah, we might have to put some residential over here to kind of link up to the party zone over on this side. Hopefully that will kind of bulldoze itself. And now people are dying. This is not great. We've expanded pretty rapidly. Ooh, a sauna. Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing, but we are totally going to put a sauna down in the party zone. You know, you want to go maybe party a little bit and then go to the sauna. Why not? You know, why not? Also, we're going to put a cemetery over here so that all the dead people can get picked up. There's probably the traffic that's causing, like, the backlog of dead people, which is not great. I'm really hoping that the new public transport initiative will, like, make people not use the roads as much. We could make public transport free throughout the entirety of the city, which we might do. We can also do some stuff with the cars here, like we said last episode. But I think what we'll do is we'll make public transport free in apparently just these two for now. Let's go ahead and make a few more districts here real quick. Not for any particular reason apart from just to enforce some of the policies. So we'll throw that there. It's automatically free public transport, which is good. We will make this middle section another district just for all the commercial stuff. And then we'll make a final district over here for that stuff. And actually, we might also make one of these as well for the industrial districts, just so we can nicely, like, control what goes on in all of these little districts here. So that should work out nicely. Everyone now has access to free public transport, which is going to reduce the amount of money that we make for public transport, but hopefully will fix our traffic issue a fair bit. Hopefully people will use the buses and the trams to get about places. That's the plan, at least. It does seem like a lot of people are using this road to get to this district. What I might do, or what might be a good idea, is just to do something like this and hook these up so that the people don't have to go into this main road to actually get here. If people are coming this way just to go around and to go back, maybe they'll go along this road. No one is using these roads. Oh, look, someone used the road. All right, geez, look at that. It's perfect. It's worthwhile. Okay, so hopefully that will help out maybe a little bit. It might be worth putting possibly like a little roundabout over here, like maybe this, not that guy, maybe this guy. But that's going to involve us like getting rid of a few things to actually make that happen, but it might work out a little bit better than what we've got going now. I'll leave it a little bit to see if it gets any better. Oh my goodness, this is also not working out too well either, is it? Jeez. Oh, I think most of those are parked cars on the road, but at the same time, that's a lot of traffic there. Wow. Also, you can see over here, wow, it's really foggy for a start, but also, there is a lot of traffic on the way in to this city, which is not great whatsoever. We should probably try and fix that in some way, but it would be very much worse if we tried to have all of this area as well hooked up with industrial. This area is not getting any love whatsoever, so let's go over here and let's build ourselves a whole new residential area. We're going to go and just build like a nice straight line. It's not, oh, straight line's that way, isn't it? Which is why it's being a complete pain. We're going to build a nice straight line, and we'll just have, again, some nice little roads coming off this, and all of these will be hooked up with some nice high-density housing. Like so. Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll put like a little bit up here as well. Cool. Okay, so hopefully some people will move into here, and that will give people a reason to come and shop at our new area. We might also want to look into maybe like getting a metro line coming over here, because right now there's no tram that takes people, or there's no public transport whatsoever that takes people from where they live. So like these areas over here over to the party zone. They've got to drive along the highway to get there. There's no tram line that goes over this way, and you can't make highways tram lines. So unless we replace all of these highways with 6-lane roads or maybe 2-lane roads, then no one's going to get there. And so we kind of need to either get like a metro there, or to just put people here, you know, put some housing here that people are going to use. That's probably going to cause a bit more traffic along this road with people trying to get to work over in this area, but we'll deal with that when it gets to it. For now, I'm a little bit more worried about this like issue that we've got going on right here, because this is a bit slow. Mostly it's garbage. We might want to like completely move our incinerators, because they are causing quite the issue. I know we can't put them on highways, but I'm thinking maybe if we put them somewhere else. I don't want to put them over here either, because that's going to like infect this zone. Maybe we put them over here. Possibly. It's going to be a bit expensive as well to move them all down here, but I'm thinking if we can put them, it's going to cost us 6,000 to move each one. But if we move them over here, it's going to reduce the amount of traffic going to the industrial area, which is already like a super high amount of traffic. So if we can move them all over here, that's going to put some more stress on these roads, but these roads are kind of empty right now. There's no one really using them, and so I think that might work out quite nicely. So we'll put it there, and we'll see how that works. Hopefully that'll alleviate a lot of the traffic, so a lot of this is garbage trucks. Like, we have a ton of garbage trucks. How many do we have? 34 on each one. I think that's on each one. That's a ton of garbage trucks. Jeez, we've got over 100 garbage trucks going around our city trying to pick up all the garbage and causing just a whack ton of traffic. So hopefully that will fix that issue, and hopefully it won't be a problem in the future. But with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of City Skylines there. Apologies, it's a bit of a short episode than usual, but we'll be back tomorrow with some more episodes. For now, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to hit like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.